Hello my PokePadawans and welcome to another episode of The Road to the VGC. Now today I have completely changed the team. We needed a new dynamic, the team was missing direction, it was missing a strategy, it had no sort of underlying foundation, it was just an assortment of Pokemon grouped together to try and counteract other things. There was no actual team plot there. The team we had no strategy as such. So I've been giving it a lot of thought and trying to think of strategies. I've considered Trick Room because Trick Room is very powerful this year. And I also wanted to play with Sand. I really like Sand, so I wanted to play with that. I originally thought of maybe a Trick Sand team. Sand Room, but that sort of got lost somewhere down the line, and I've ended up with just a full-on force sand team. I think the reason I didn't go with Trick Room is because there are no good slow sand setters. There are no prankster Pokemon with access to Sandstorm, surprisingly. Apparently even Klefki doesn't learn Sandstorm. Who knew? So no, there are no prankster Pokemon that can learn Sandstorm, so that kind of went against me. And the only slow sand setter is Hippowdon, which is great, but it gets whopped by ice, so any kind of ice move will completely destroy it. If I came up against a Mega Abomasnow outspeeds Hippowdon and just destroys it with a blizzard. So I mean, Tyranitar is the only other sand setter, the only other non-manual sand setter. So I wanted to be able to use that, and then I started looking at things that the sand does, things that work with the sand, the count Garchomp. You can see there's definitely a sand theme on the team. There are other Pokemon that operate independent of sand, but they work fairly well in it as well. So anyway, I'm gonna go through the team. I'm gonna sort of show you what I've got. The first on the team is Assault Vest Tyranitar, because Assault Vest Tyranitar is a monster. It sponges the special hits like an absolute champion. Yes, it gets destroyed by physical hit, by fighting type hits even, but hopefully that won't be too big a thing. I mean, obviously this is Showdown and we're going to go up against all manners of weirdness. I do need to move on to Wi-Fi very soon with quite possibly this team. So this is just kind of like the preliminary stage before we move on to Wi-Fi, just to see how they do. I mean, if I win, I don't know, 3 or 4 battles as a whole, then I'll be happy. If I win 2 of today's 3 battles, then I'm happy. I mean, I've already played with it a little bit, and I've won about 4 games straight and then lost 1, and even that came down to the wire. So I am pretty happy with this team at the moment. So we've got Assault Vest Tyranitar, we've got Mega Garchomp with Rough Skin before it evolves, so that if anything wants to fake out, we can leave Garchomp in and they'll get Rough Skin damage and break any sashes they might have. Braylon, look at you. Or we can just Mega Evolve, go Protect, and then just smash things with it. The reason I don't have Dragon Claw on it is because Dragon doesn't really do too much. It's super effective on dragons, but that's about it. That's literally all the dragon does. And because of the fairy presence, there aren't too many dragons about. I mean, there's Hydreigon, the occasional Latias. I think they're really the only dragons that you tend to see, to be honest. So that's why I'm not running Dragon Claw. I've got the Earthquake for stab and Rock Slide, obviously for just because it's Rock Slide. Rock Slide is good, and it's a spread move, which is cool. Mega Garchomp obviously gets the Sand Force, which makes its already ridiculous 180 base power. It puts it up to about 210, I think. It's about 210 base in the sand, which is absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, that's the reason for Mega Garchomp. We have Doom Saber, the Aegislash, with the weakness policy. I was talking to Dan, who you may know, City from the VGL. You know, he's a cool guy. He does a lot of VGC. He's really good at it as well. He's always one of the first people that will give me feedback on the sets I come up with. So yeah, I didn't come up with. I've already used Aegislash in this series. We've seen Aegislash before, but I was running the special set on it. I've been advised to switch to the physical set this time because of things like Sylveon doesn't take the physical hits so well. Shadow Sneak as well is great for Gengar, because if we've got the sand up, we can Shadow Sneak Gengar, bring in Aegislash and the sand up, finish it off. So yeah, Shadow Sneak, it's also good to have that priority, because Aegislash isn't the fastest Pokemon. We've got base 60 speed, we've only got 8 investment on it. So yeah, I gave it a bit of bulk with 248. Interestingly enough, I found out in an earlier game, at full HP, Aegislash can take an Earthquake from Mega Garchomp, which will activate the Witness Policy, allowing us to get a +2 Iron Head off on anything the same turn, because Garchomp's 8 speeds. Aegislash, I actually think, aside from Talonflame, Garchomp is the fastest thing on our team. Yes, he is. He is. So yeah, that's Doomsaber the Aegislash with the physical offense rather than special. Obviously, Wide Guard and King Shield for defenses, because there have been a couple of times when my opponents have been completely blocked by Wide Guard because all of their Pokemon on the field have only got spread damage moves like Hyper Voice, Heat Wave, the very occasional Surf, Rock Slide is another one, Earthquake. So yeah, Wide Guard is a very, very good utility move. And then King Shield, obviously, for Doomsaber's own defense. Got Talonflame, pretty basic set to be honest. Shell Bell, Brave Bird, Flare Blitz, Tailwind, and Protect. Of course, obviously, the Gale Wings gives Tailwind priority. I think Talonflame out prioritizes Liepard as well. Liepard's Prankster, because it's naturally faster, which is good. But Liepard isn't that big, I think. I know Aaron Denk has been using it on his series lately, so you might see a few more people using it, because he's a very, very, very popular VGC player, and I can honestly understand if anybody wants to use the sets that he uses. Next on the team we have a dual Mega on this team. Dual Mega, we've got Mega Swampert. We do have a slight sort of rain viability in Swampert and Ludicolo. Swampert, obviously I wanted a bit more power, something else that can operate in the sand. And I can't remember why, but Swampert was definitely the one that came to mind. I mean, it definitely gives us something in terms of fire. It can attack fire types very, very well. It's got the Ice Punch as well, which helps against the dragons. Waterfall Earthquake is basic stab. Protect as well for its own defense. As I say, this is a dual Mega. Garchomp will probably take precedence. That's kind of like the main idea of the team, is set up the sand, bring in Garchomp and destroy everything with Earthquake or Rock Slide. But yeah, Swampert, of course, it gets Swift Swim when it Mega Evolves, so if ever we find ourselves against the Rain team, we can bring it the Swampert Ludicolo double up. Even if we don't, Mega Swampert is pretty slow and operates fairly well in Trick Room, so we can use that as well. Tyranitar can also do pretty well in Trick Room because it has the Dark Pulse and is immune to Cressalia's Stab Psychic. So the only thing I think most Cressalias can do to it is Icy Wind, and because it's Assault Vest, it can take those for ages. I think it KOs Cresselia without any boosts with the Dark Pulse. So that's cool. So that's Swampert, Mega Swampert, and of course Ludicolo, who we all know, some of you even hate Ludicolo. Leftovers, Swift Swim. I was going to put the safety goggles, I was considering safety goggles, but again, I was talking to Dan and he recommended the Leftovers because with Leftovers and possible Giga Drain recovery, plus Ludicolo's natural bulk, then the residual sand damage doesn't really amount up to much. It doesn't really bother Ludicolo that much, to be honest. So yeah, Ludicolo, Giga Drain Scald, Ice Beam, Protect. It is kind of a slightly more offensive set. Again, the Swift Swim, so that if ever we come against the Rain teams, we can bring in Ludicolo as an answer to Politoed, possibly Suicune as well. We just Giga Drain the pants off of them. So that's our team. That is our brand new team, the Doom Squad 2.0. I'm actually really impressed with this team. This is a very good looking team. I know I said I wanted to stay away from mainstream threats, but I mean, Tyranitar isn't that common. Garchomp certainly isn't common at all. Even Aegislash. I don't think any of these Pokemon are overly common in VGC, to be honest. Certainly the combination of Garchomp and Swampert I've never seen myself. So, yeah, they are higher tier threats. Obviously there are no tiers in doubles, but they are definitely higher up the usage scales. But I think this team definitely has a level of uniqueness to it, and as I said, I kind of want to make a serious go of this. This is potentially the team that I'll be going to regionals with in just over 5 weeks, I think. In about 5 weeks time, 5-6 weeks. So yeah, it will be great to have a good team, a team that has a solid chance of doing something when I go to regionals. I'm saying about 5 weeks time. So our first opponent is Cool Cats. So good luck, have fun. What's he bringing? Charizard, Gengar, Suicune, Bisharp, Amoonguss, and Hariyama. So quite a mainstream threat team. Charizard is obviously the Zard Y. Although one might wonder why, because there's no main use for the Sun on his team outside of Zard itself. Obviously, if Zard comes in, we can bring in the T-Tar. We could also get the Rock started off with the Garchomp. I do feel like Zard's going to come into lead. Zard and maybe Hariyama, or maybe Hariyama and Amoonguss for a fake out Spore combo, which kind of makes me want to bring Aegislash. Not that Aegislash can really do it. I'm kind of thinking of bringing. I could open with not Aegislash. Maybe Talonflame and Tyranitar. Obviously, Talonflame stops this thing, scares it out. It also frightens away Bisharp because of the Flare Blitz. So I'm going to bring Talonflame, and kind of feel like these two are going to come in for the fake out Spore combo. So Talonflame and Ludicolo, maybe? And Ludicolo can't really do anything to Amoonguss. Whatever it is block the Spore. So in that light, I'm kind of thinking of bringing. I am leaning towards bringing Tyranitar. Although at the same time, if I bring Tyranitar, you're going to want to close combat with Hariyama. No, I'm gonna bring Tyranitar, and then in the back, obviously he's got the Suicune there, which makes me want to bring Ludicolo because it's the only thing that really responds to it. Suicune can actually do a lot of damage to my team. I've got the Scald for Talonflame. Scald again works well on Tyranitar. It's got the Ice Beam for Garchomp. Some of them carry the Snarl as well, which Aegislash isn't going to enjoy, but on that scale, we do have the weakness policy. Although I do kind of want to bring Aegislash for the Gengar. Definitely want to bring Garchomp though. Definitely going to bring Garchomp. And it's either Aegislash or Ludicolo, I think. Ludicolo. Yeah, we're going to go with Ludicolo. I'm going to bring Ludicolo for obvious. I mean, it can kind of attack Charizard. We can bring the Sun down with Tyranitar. Okay, so I was right. We are going to get a fake out Spore combo. I think he's going to fake out Talonflame. Definitely feel the fake out onto Talonflame and the Spore onto the same thing. So I'm going to protect with Talonflame And I kind of want to go for... Do I want to risk the Fire Blast onto Amoonguss? Yeah, I'm going to go for the Fire Blast on Amoonguss. I hope this hits. It should hopefully do about 60%. Hopefully. I mean, I know Amoonguss tends to be especially bulky. But hopefully if we can get about 60%, I mean, we can... Yeah, there's the Fake Out. But, oh, the Fire Blast misses though. That is unfortunate. There's the Spore. So now that makes me want to Brave Bird the Amoonguss and switch out Tyranitar for maybe Garchomp. Or maybe we should Brave Bird the Hariyama to protect Tyranitar and then go for another Fire Blast. That's what I might do actually, is Brave Bird, Hariyama, and then we're gonna go... I could just go for the safer Ice Beam actually. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the safe Ice Beam this time. Because I don't want to risk a second miss. That could be potentially dreadful. Potentially disastrous. Oh, he protects, not bad. Obviously expecting me to go for the Brave Bird on the Amoonguss. Shell Bell coming through with a bit of recovery for us though, so that's nice. We get the Ice Beam, but again, he protects. We have taken down Hariyama though, so that's nice. Question is, what's he going to bring out now? Is he going to bring Charizard? If he brings a Charizard, I may be forced to switch out Tyranitar just so I can bring it back in for the Sun later. Unfortunately, if he does have Charizard, he's still going to get a turn of attack. And there's nothing really on my team that wants to take that max power Heat Wave. Even Garchomp, to be honest. So it brings out Suicune. The question now is, what do I do? I mean, I could go for the Brave Bird Ice Beam on the Amoonguss, but then that leaves Suicune open to go for either a Tailwind or a Scald on one of my Pokemon. But at this point, I don't think I'm too worried about losing Talonflame now. I mean, obviously he's got the Bisharp in the back, but we do have Garchomp. So I'm just going to go for a Brave Bird on Amoonguss, and then I think also an Earth Power on Amoonguss. Or Dart Pulse. Let's go for the Stab Dart Pulse actually. Because I don't expect it to go for the... I mean, it could go for a double protect, which would be unfortunate. If it gets it, that is. But the combination of Brave Bird and Earth Power should take this thing down, unless he switches. He could switch. He does switch into Charizard. But we should still be able to take that down with the combination of Dart Pulse. He scalds the Talonflame, but that's fine, we can live without it now. There's a Dart Pulse, takes down Charizard. That means he's down to just 2 Pokemon now. So I can bring in the Garchomp. Or the Ludicolo. Kind of been in the Ludicolo actually. And then go for the double Ice Beam onto Amoonguss. Because the trouble with bringing Garchomp in is the fact that Suicune potentially has the Ice Beam, which Garchomp will not enjoy at all. So there's Amoonguss. We really don't want this thing sporing things. So I'm very tempted to just go for a Protect though. But then that gives Suicune the opportunity to take down Tyranitar. Although we are Assault Vest, so I don't see a Suicune taking us straight down like that. He could Protect with Amoonguss, but he could also Spore Tyranitar, which would be very unfortunate. The question is, do I predict the... I keep saying predict. Do I predict the Amoonguss to go for the Spore onto Tyranitar, or to go for the Protect? Because of the obvious double assault on it. I think at this point I should go for the double ice beam on it anyway. Can't run the risk of it sporing Tyranitar. So it's going to be a double ice beam onto you, Amoonguss. This should take it down. Because both of these Pokemon have got a maximum special defense investment. I mean, if he protects, yeah, I was kind of worried about that. There's the Skull, but Tyranitar could take that. Even if we get the burn, we don't care. Suicune can't do anything to us much this turn either. Assault Vest Tyranitar is an absolute monster, especially with the sand up as well. So we're going to go for another double ice beam, because at this point he can't really do anything else. I mean, he can go for the last ditch Spore, hoping that he survives, or he could go for a double protect. Suicune can't really take down either of these. I mean, it can wear down Tyranitar, but that's about all it can do. It could Icy Wind, but then it doesn't really gain anything from the speed drop anyway, because both of these Pokemon are slower than it is. The real question is, does it have the Ice Beam? I don't see why it wouldn't have, but then it might have Icy Wind. Oh, he forfeits. He forfeits anyway. So that's us with that game. That's not bad. Not bad. He obviously knows I'm going to go for the double ice beam on the Amoonguss. He knows there's nothing he can do, and I'm pretty sure the combination of a Dark Pulse and a Giga Drain would take down the Suicune afterwards. So yeah, I'm pretty much convinced I had that game anyway. 1099 rating at the moment, so not bad. Not bad. So we're going to go for a second game. Second game, guys. As always, we're going to try for 3. We'll see how time allows, so we'll see how long this one drags on for. So, who are we against? We are against Girl You Know You Ain't. Okay, interesting name. Okay, so, good luck, have fun. So we're against the team of Sableye, Smeargle, please don't be Darkvoid, Kangaskhan, Virizion, Landorus T, and Thunderous Eye. So, Seeing the Thunderous makes me want to went with Tyranitar. No. It actually makes me want to open Garchomp. I want to open Garchomp and go for that. Rock Slide. And then possibly would he open with the double genies or would he open with Kangaskhan now? That's the question. I mean, if he opens with Sableye and burns Garchomp, that's going to be really unfortunate. Kind of want to open Garchomp Swampert. I mean, obviously Garchomp's going to be the mega of choice for this game. Kind of feeling Aegislash as well for the Virizion and the Kangaskhan. And then Tyranitar for the Sableye. Yeah, I'm going to open Garchomp and Swampert. And then I'm going to bring... Talonflame kind of deals with Virizion though. Talonflame deals with Virizion. So I'm going to bring you. And then I kind of feel like I want Tyranitar as well. Or do I want Doomsaber? I'm going to bring Aegislash actually, I think. Because... But then Kangaskhan could have the Sucker Punch. Yeah, I'm going to bring Aegislash. Because Tyranitar, the Kangaskhan's obviously got a fighting type move, probably the low kick. And Tyranitar's not going to take that. Virizion also is probably going to take it down with a Sacred Sword. So, Sableye Smeargle, okay, we're obviously going to see a fake out Darkvoid combo here, aren't we? Which kind of makes me want to double protect, just to see what they do. Right, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to Mega Evolve, and I'm going to go for the double protect Obviously I can't Mega Evolve with Swampert because I can't have double Megas in a battle. This is the problem with running dual Megas. One of your Pokemon is essentially without an item if you bring both of the Pokemon to the battle. But Swampert was kind of like the best choice with Thunderous Threat, Gravity, and Dark Void. Can't say I'm Moody Smeargle. Okay. Let's go for a Rock Slide and an Earthquake. Yeah, screw it, why not? I mean, Garchomp can take the Earthquake anyway, so it's not really that much of a bother. Hopefully the Dark Void misses. I mean, also hopefully he doesn't go for the Burn on Garchomp. That would be super unfortunate. He doesn't, he goes for the Kangaskhan. And there's a Dark Void. Wow, this is actually the first one of these I've come across, actually. I'm just gonna go for another Rock Slide. Waterfall? Should I go for Waterfall? Onto the Smeargle? Yeah, why not? I kinda don't want to be dealing damage to my own Garchomp. Even though I know it can take the Earthquake, it's now gonna have to take a pounding from Mega Kangaskhan. I mean, the obvious fake out is kind of pointless when both Pokemon are asleep because there's no way they're going to wake up this turn. Because there's Brazion, so Swampert's not going to last long against that thing. Oh, if only I'd gone for Ice Punch. If only I'd gone for Ice Punch. Actually, I'm just going to go for an Earthquake this turn. And protect from the obvious Leaf Blade. But yeah, Dark Void Smeargle. It's fun, isn't it? But I'm not gonna be salty about it because I know this team's a good team. I mean, obviously against stuff like Dark Void Smeargle, you're gonna have issues anyway. It's kind of a shame I don't run Taunt on this team, but there really is nowhere for it. It would be good. It would be very useful. But like I say, there's nowhere really for it. I'm going to bring in Talonflame now. I'm just going to Brave Bird this Brazion. Kangaskhan's probably going to kill Brave Bird the turn after. Actually, I kind of want to protect. I'm kind of expecting Brazion to protect, which makes me want to protect. And then go for a Waterfall on Kangaskhan. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to expect the Brazion to protect. Gonna go for a Waterfall on. Actually, I could just go for an Earthquake. Yeah, I'll just go for an Earthquake. There's no reason not to because it doesn't need Talonflame anyway. Oh, it does though because Gravity. No, that's not what I'm doing. I'm protecting. And I'm gonna. Oh, too late. Oh, we'll protect anyway. So we do some damage on Kang. Sadly, it's not enough. He goes for the Quick Guard though. I want just be 176 compared to 195. I could just go for a Flare Blitz then. Might I just go for Flare Blitz? I didn't expect that thing to have the Quick Guard. And I'm just going to go for another Waterfall onto Kangaskhan. Because there's no reason not to be honest. To be perfectly honest. Somehow Swampert is still at full HP. Yeah, you can do that all you like. I'm not going for the obvious Brave Bird. I'm just going to finish you off with Flare Blitz. Kangaskhan's going to attack Talonflame. Yeah, so they're coming. But can Waterfall? Yeah, Waterfall can take down Kang this turn. We've still got 80 Slash in the back. So we can just go for... I could go for the White Guard actually to protect against the Dark Void. And then go for the Waterfall onto what's it called? Smeargle. Because it's lost some HP now. So the sash is broken. And I'm pretty sure Smeargle can't take a Waterfall. Oh wait, no it's not. Oh, if only we had the sand. So I kinda wanna go for the White Guard. and then go for Waterfall on Smeargle. Because it's obviously going to go for the Dark Void again. I mean, if Sableye burns anything, that will be unfortunate. I don't see the purpose of the gravity though on Sableye. I don't see the point of that. I guess with the Landorus, he burns us though. Spore. Okay. Okay, well he's lost some accuracy. White Guard does work with Dark Void, just for reference. Well, I didn't know. I don't tend to use Dark Void much. Wouldn't know. Don't use Dark Void. Alright, so should I just go for an Iron Head at this point? Kinda don't see any reason why not to. And then Waterfall as well. So there's the gravity. Again, I don't see the point of the gravity because H-Slash doesn't have Levitate. So yeah, I don't see the point of that. Oh, okay. Okay, our opponent forfeit. I mean, he did say that this team is apparently sheerly for the purpose of trolling, which is annoying. But like I said, I'm not going to get salty about it because there's no point. So we wouldn't have quite taken down Sableye, so we would have got Spored again probably. But then we would have Iron-Headed the Smeargle, and we may well have won that battle actually. We may well have won. So we're going to go for one more. I think this has been a bit of a long episode, but I don't think it's too long. I don't think it's too long. So we're going to go for one last battle, and then that's it. And then that is it. And then I've got the weekend off. I might not do too many videos. I might spend more time trying to finish my Omega Ruby, so I can try and get the game finished in time for me to make up some Pokemon with my beautiful, beautiful power saves. Because apparently PK Hexing has been fixed by the latest update, which doesn't bother me any because I could never use it anyway because I am much dirt. Chomping Morwile has joined the battle. Very interesting. For a second, I thought that was Togekiss. For a second. We have another Smeargle though. Is this another Dark Void Smeargle? Let's see if he replies. Is that Dark Void Smeargle? I mean, it would kind of suck if we come across two in the same session, in the same video, but what are you gonna do? So he's got Talonflame, Landorus, Rotom Wash, Cresselia. There is a bit of a Trick Room theme, I suppose, to this team. I'm kind of feeling like Talonflame and Tyranitar. Sheerly for the purpose of killing that Smeargle, but it's still going to get a Dark Void up. Actually, no, I could bring in. I think I'm going to open with Talonflame, Garchomp. They're the fastest two things, and I can just. It is Dark Void Smeargle. Second one in as many games. What was I doing? Talonflame, Garchomp to kill Smeargle, and kind of want to bring Tyranitar for the Cresselia, And in response to you, I'm going to bring Ludicolo. Gotta be prepared for everything. True. Very true. So Talonflame Garchomp to open. Landorus. Ooh, Landorus. Ooh, we don't like that Landorus. Okay, so he's probably going to go for a Rock Slide, isn't he? So I'm going to protect and go for my own Rock Slide. Which should take out Talonflame, hopefully. And then deal some decent damage to Landorus because it's a neutral hit, because it's part flying. I mean, the Intimidate does kind of suck though. So protect with Talonflame. Oh, he goes for the Tailwind, not even bad. He goes for his own Rock Slide, I kind of saw that coming. So now that makes me want to switch into... Kind of makes me want to switch into T-Tar. We could go for a Brave Bird against Talonflame, but it's probably going to outspeed me now. Question is, can I take that? Or do I want to risk a double protect? If I could get a double protect off, that would be beautiful. Because he's obviously going to go for another Rock Slide. A double protect would be absolutely wonderful at this point. Because Talonflame's obviously going to go for the Brave Bird on my Talonflame. It's obviously going to outspeed because of the Gale Wings. Did I say it was going to outspeed because of Gale Wings? I meant Tailwind. I kind of want to go for a double protect. I really want to do it. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna risk it for a biscuit. Protect and another Rock Slide. If this works, my smile will go from here to here. Oh, our opponent is disconnected. Our opponent is disconnected. Oh no! Oh, it failed. I was a quick guard though. Well, the Rock Slide kills Talonflame anyway. And Rock Slide takes out his Talonflame. Okay. Okay, did he come back? Did he come back? No, he didn't come back. It carried out the turn anyway, regardless. So at this point, I think my best play would probably to bring Ludicolo in. Go for an Ice Beam. Possibly. I mean, if you brought in Rotom Wash at this point, that would be amazing. Because Rotom would probably try and get a burn or a Hydro Pump off on Garchomp. So Garchomp could protect. Pretty sure Ludicolo could take a Rock Slide from Landorus. So we could do that, and then we could Ice Beam, which would take down the Landorus. Then he'd probably bring out Altaria. For who we have no real answer, to be honest. I have no answer for Altaria. I mean, I guess I could go for double Ice Beams from Tyranitar and Ludicolo. Hopefully Tyranitar's Special Ball plus the Assault Vest would have come through and resisting the Hyper Voices, meaning it would have been alive long enough to take down the Altaria. But yeah, I mean, even if Cresselia are coming, unless it's got the Moonblast, I don't see it being able to do anything at all to Tyranitar. Icy Wind is going to do nothing at all to Tyranitar. Plus the residual sand damage as well is not going to help Cresselia in the slightest little bit. So, yeah. I mean, that game was still very much, you know, anyone's. But I do think I possibly had it. Unless Dark Void Smeargle came out. But yeah, that's just the way it goes. So anyway, thank you for joining me, my PokePadawans. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. As I said, this may well be one of the last episodes of Road to the VGC on Showdown. After this, I may well, somewhere very soon down the line, I may well go on to doing Battle Spot with this team, which means there might be a bit of a little time in between episodes, but they will still be coming. I will still be trying this team or whatever team I decide to try on Wi-Fi, on Battle Spot, see how I do, because the Battle Spot meta is a lot different from the one on Showdown. On Showdown is very much the land of ideas, whereas Battle Spot is definitely the much more competitive meta game. So yes, thank you for joining me. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. I've already said that once. As always, leave me a like to let me know you've enjoyed the episode. Drop me a comment down below as well. Give me some feedback on this team, on this series, on things you'd like to see. I will hopefully be doing some more single sessions in the very near future as well. I've got a couple of ideas up and coming. I'm also toying with bringing back an old series of mine called Mascot Mondays, hopefully sometime in the not too distant future, so look out for those. But yeah, rambling aside, take it easy guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.